step out of this room right now and be kind and polite with your words henceforth. Raise your hands. Sweetie, you made your point. You did persuade an entire audience with the power of your speech to be a little gentle and kind with their words. The method of evaluation that I will follow for you will be stars and deltas going hand in hand. Okay? I do think the way she started was very powerful. It was very poetic, don't you think? The way she gave one sentence after the other and tried to make an impact on us. I think it was very poetic, very powerful, and she got her attention. The delta for me, that's purely my view again, would be you could have probably, since your speech could have had the impact of a shock value, you could have directly started like, Kaveri, your dress is so ugly. It looks like you just got two pieces of cloth and stitched them together. Everybody's like, oh my god, what did she say? And then you could have said something like, that was shocking, wasn't it? Now, if I really had to give her some feedback about her dressing sense, I could have gone like, see, that is how the impact of words work. Okay? I think the way you involved the audience was very awesome as well. You made sure that the audience was interactive and you tried to bring out both the positive effect of having positive words and the negative effect of having negative words. That's amazingly done. Now, this is my view again. Whenever you involve an audience, it can sometimes backfire because the way Chanchal responded back, it might have thrown you off guard and then you may not have come back to your speech, you might have lost time. So it is a very good thing to involve the audience. Please don't take me any other way. But sometimes you should also just keep in mind that if the audience does backfire, how are you going to handle it? You did use a lot of good examples that kind of really drove the point home. But I feel that since it is a power of persuasion, you could have used some credible sources instead of just your personal examples. Personal examples are definitely awesome, but you should use some kind of credible source as well. You could have used a Thomas Alva Edison story that when he was young, his teacher wrote a letter to his mom saying that he's an idiot and he cannot do anything. So what his mother did was, she did not show him the letter even though the little boy asked him. She kept it in her pocket and she taught him, she homeschooled him with positivity, and we all know what Thomas Alva Edison is today, right? Now imagine if this boy actually went through that letter and saw that what the teacher and the whole world felt about him, he may not have become what he is today. A small story, credible source, okay? I think the way you used your story was amazing, but since you are at CC9, I feel that a little bit of voice modulation would really help. Your voice was energetic and very powerful throughout, but sometimes you need to have that modulation to make sure that the audience can capture what you're trying to say. Maybe the meeting that you had with the Athalut could have been in a little of a hushed voice because it was inside a meeting room, right? Think about the movement. It is always good to have stage movement, which you had. Definitely, that was really awesome. But again, do not make your movement very intentional. You were here, you delivered your speech, then I knew that when you were going here, I knew that you're trying to place your story point here, and then I knew that you will have your story point here, and then you will do the whole thing together. Definitely move from one point to the other, but make it look smooth. Don't stop talking. Keep talking and you can just move ahead. And that day I spoke with Atul and then this Atul was telling me that. And you moved and you did that. Okay? Alright. You did use a lot of positive examples. That's awesome. But I feel that sometimes you should use a little bit of examples which are probably realistic. Yeah. So you were really sick. You were anemic, right? You had anemia. And you fed yourself a lot of positive words. And then the doctor said that you are perfectly fine. Anemia does not get cured overnight, no matter how much positive words you can say. What you could have said here is probably, I was still feeling weak in the morning because I was physically weak, but that inner strength that I felt, my core, that energy that I felt from the words my family told me and what I felt, I knew nothing in the world can stop me. Anemia was nothing for me. So you do acknowledge that you're still sick, but words can still make you feel awesome. Okay. Overall, I think the way you delivered your speech was brilliant, very powerful, very strong. You're at CC9. I'm really looking forward to your CC10. And one thing that I've noticed about you is you pick up really good speech topics which are very relevant in today's world. So thank you for that. So before I end my evaluation, I would just like to say three things. So next time when you say something to someone, just have these three things in your mind. Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary?